Союза, руководящей и направляющей силе советского общества. Ура!
Welcome back to the Torch of Marxism, comrades. Today is a special day for Russia and the Soviet Union, because today is Victory Day, the day that the Soviet Union crushed the fascist powers around the globe. So today, in commemoration of the Soviet Union, I'm going to go over some of the Soviet Union's many accomplishments and achievements throughout its many years of existence. Throughout its existence, it has received much criticism from the USA and other nations alone. Regardless of what anyone thinks, the Soviet Union was a great and prosperous nation that kicked Nazi ass and achieved the unthinkable. So for starters, women's rights in the Soviet Union. The November Revolution of 1917 proclaimed women's complete economic, political, and sexual equality to men for the first time. Lenin especially was an ardent supporter of women's rights and asserted that the communists worked to achieve total emancipation of women. Therefore, the Bolsheviks, contrary to the rather conservative Mensheviks, who often refrained from taking any serious action, were eager to make women's liberation a higher priority than it had been in communist society. Women were supposedly equal to men. They were granted the same rights to work, paid the same wages as men were. Moreover, because Lenin also idealized a political democracy at all levels of society, he saw that women should also be able to participate actively in politics. The Soviet Union was the first nation to ever launch a satellite into Earth's orbit. Sputnik 1 was the first artificial Earth satellite. The Soviet Union launched it into low orbit on October 4, 1957. It was a 58-centimeter in diameter polished metal sphere with 4 external radio antennae to broadcast radio pulses. It was visible from all around the Earth, and its radio pulses were detectable. The surprise success precipitated the American Sputnik crisis and triggered the space race, a part of the larger Cold War. The launch ushered a new political, military, technological, and scientific developments. So, healthcare in the Soviet Union. It was probably one of the best systems ever implemented in any country. I mean, considering it's free, just think about that. The Soviet Union placed greater stress on healthcare than their capitalist competitors did. No other country had more physicians per capita or more hospital beds per capita than the USSR. In 1977, the Soviet Union had 35 doctors and 212 hospital beds per 10,000. Compared to 18 doctors and 63 hospital beds in the United States. Most importantly, healthcare was free. The U.S. citizens had to pay for their healthcare, and it was considered extremely barbaric in the Soviet Union. And the Soviet citizens often questioned U.S. tourists quite incredulously on this point. So, with that all said, I'd like to wrap this video up by saying thanks. If it weren't for the USSR, we would either be speaking German or Japanese, considering that the USSR did most of the dirty work. Couldn't have been done without the help of other nations as well. So happy Victory Day and long live communism, comrades. This is the Torch of Marxism, signing off.